Hi everyone, my name is Debs and this is Silver Violet Flame. This is a funny story. I come up here to make a video on how to use the dowsing rods to help you connect with your loved ones in spirit. And who come in but Sebastian Rogers, and he is here with Buddha, Ascended Master Buddha, who I've been working with recently. And I asked him what the reason why was that he came through at this time, and the reason was because he wanted to help people understand where he is at the minute, because a lot of people are feeling that there has been a lot of injustice, because it just feels quite futile at the minute in regards to finding anything, especially with what we have uncovered with our investigations here through Silver Violet Flame. And Sebastian feels to me very strongly that he wants to communicate with you. So with that all being said, let's just begin. Could I have a yes, please? Could I have a no, please? Thank you. Are all of my divine team here? Yes, thank you. Gary, or Derek, my guide, are you here, please, Derek? Thank you, Erik. Sebastian, are you here? Yes, thank you, Sebastian. Where are you standing, Sebastian? Could you point the rods to where you're standing, please? Just to the front right of me. Thank you, Sebastian. Sebastian, is Ascended Master Buddha here with you? Yes, and Ascended Master Buddha, thank you so much for being here with Sebastian. Would you like to point the dowsing rods in the direction of where you're standing, please? Thank you, Buddha. So that makes sense because my guest is usually to my right. And when I tuned in earlier, I was getting that there was a guest here who was Buddha, and also that there was someone else here, which was Sebastian. So thank you all so much for being here. Sebastian, how would you like me to communicate with you this evening? Is it just through the rods? No. Okay, so Sebastian, would you like me to use cards as well? Yes. Would you like me to use the Whispers of the Unsolved deck? That's a no. You can see, okay. Would you like me to use the tarot? Yes. Would you like me to use... Would you like me to ask Erik? Pointing to Erik. Okay. So Sebastian, could I have a yes or no, please? Would you like me to ask Erik some of the questions? Okay, we'll do that. Thank you. So you want me to start off with the tarot? Yes. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. Okay, Sebastian. I'm just going to shuffle here and see what we get, and then I'm going to ask Erik and see what it is you'd like to tell us. Okay. We have the World, the Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Swords in reverse. So I know exactly what he wants us to talk about. So this is about closing off a cycle of something that you cannot see with that Six of Wands in reverse, and all the patience and the waiting in the world isn't going to bring us this in the upright, which is being able to move on from something that you have been not happy with, you leaving the bad times behind and being able to move on. But this is in reverse. So this is feeling stuck because the cycle isn't enabled to close off, because we haven't been able to see and get justice, because we're still waiting with that Seven of Pentacles. We're still wishing and waiting to see what's going to happen. You know, are we going to get justice for Sebastian? So Sebastian, I would like to ask you further, just before I ask Erik, are we going to find any physical proof of what happened to you, Sebastian? Are we going to? Well, that is the Strength card and the Chariot, two major arcanas. Bottom of the deck here, we have the Two of Cups. That's our relationship with Sebastian. Now, if that was upright, everything would be rosy in the garden and we would be getting the justice that we've been waiting to hear from. But this is no. Sebastian is saying to us, guys, you need to be strong and move on. Move on, because these are two opposite directions with the Chariot. But the Chariot is all about moving on, but you don't really know where you're moving on to, but you have to do it, okay? So I'm going to ask Erik. Okay, Erik, is that the message that Sebastian wanted to bring forward this evening? Yes. Thank you, Thank you, Erik. Erik, is there anything else that you would like to say? Yes. Would you like me to use the tarot cards to say it? Yes. Thank you. The energy in this room is powerful, with Buddha being here also. Okay, let's put these two cards in. All right, Erik, what would you like to say? What would you like to tell us about Sebastian? We have the Hierophant, but it came out on its side. The Hierophant is about commitment and stability and spirituality, and it's already come out almost in reverse. So it's like manipulation. It's like feeling that you're never really satisfied. What else, please, Erik? And of course we have the Two of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck about the situation with Sebastian. Overwhelm, the Seven of Cups, and about having to make a choice as well. What else, Erik? Yeah, using your own intuition and your own gut feeling about where Sebastian is now, is what he's telling me. So are you telling us that people need to understand that Sebastian is in a place now where he is happier, is what I'm hearing? that's the injustice, okay? Which we can never ignore. Never ever can we ignore that injustice. What about the injustice? Yeah. The Knight of Cups in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. So that's about feeling stuck and unable to move forward, because by holding on to all this anger and injustice that we feel in our hearts about Sebastian, what we are doing is we are taking that self-love away from ourselves. Yeah, we're stopping ourselves from really creating our own happiness and our own fulfillment with that Nine of Cups in reverse. Is there anything else you'd like to say about that, please, Erik? Erik is saying, yes, this is a card of communication with the Magician, and it's about transformation. And he's telling us with that Queen of Swords that these are two cards of communication, that Sebastian will always be communicating with us, because he knows that we have so much love for him and so much support for him here, that it'll never ever ever disappear, because, and what he's saying is he is completely overjoyed by the amount of love and totally blown away by the amount of love that he has felt from all of us since his passing. Okay, thank you. Would you like to give us another card, Sebastian? I'll use the rods to ask that one. Would you like to give us another card, Sebastian? No. Have you said everything that you want to say, Sebastian? No, it's not finished yet. Do you want me to pull a Whispers of the Unsolved deck? Yes. Okay, Sebastian, I'll do that. Oh. Okay. Let's see what we get, guys. So he said what he wanted to say, and I feel like there's going to be something here that comes out that's going to be right. It's important that we listen to this. Right, one came out there. It is a card of collapse. Is that card of the building site again? Are you telling me the case has collapsed? That's what first came to my mind when I saw that collapse card. Okay. Could I have a yes, please, through the rods? Thank you. Could I have a no, please? Thank you. Okay. So, Sebastian, are you telling me that the case has collapsed? No answer. So has it something to do with the building site that you want to talk about? The photo? No answer. I think we need to do a wee bit more clarification on that. See if we can get another card. Sebastian, will you give us another card, please? Hired. 2 more cards. Clean up. Collapse, hired, clean up. 1 more card, please, Sebastian. Cover up. Bottom of the deck, secret. Underneath that, caregiver. Trash. Okay. If you look at that collapse card, so there's dust and ashes in that, okay? Now my interpretation of all those cards is that someone was hired to cover this case up, that, in my opinion, all alleged, no fact, Sebastian's body was cremated, because I'm looking at the collapse here and all the ashes and the dust, and all of the other cards just fit in exactly with the interpretation of that, especially when I look at the bottom of the deck and see trash, caregiver, secret, desert, mirage, something that's made to, something that looks like something that's not. So Sebastian, are you telling us that this is futile? All this waiting and hoping for a body to be found? Are you telling us that this is futile? That there will not be a body found? Yes, thank you. How do you feel about that, Sebastian? Do you feel that this is part of your contract, what you came here to do, so that people have to learn to accept? Is it about acceptance? Is this what this huge lesson is about? Accepting that there's some things that we just can't always get an answer to? Is that what this is about? Yes or no, please? Yes. Sebastian, have you accepted this where you are now? Yes. Buddha, are you here as support for Sebastian to assist him on his journey of healing? Yes. So Buddha, I know that you are a representation of the truth, the Four Noble Truths being one. What would you like to say, Buddha? They say that the truth will set you free. What would you like to say about that, Buddha? I mean, are we not going to get the truth here? Is that, could I just have confirmation of that? Yes, thank you. So do we have to learn to set ourselves free from this burden? Because we now know that Sebastian is no longer holding that to himself and stopping himself from moving on and becoming a freer spirit. Yes, thank you. Well, guys, that's really hard. for a lot of us to accept. Acceptance is something that is really, really challenging, but it also can be very, very powerful when we do actually accept what is. And it doesn't mean to say that you have to be happy about the thing, but it does set you free. And I think that that's the huge message here that Sebastian is giving us, especially, you know, with those powerful cards. It's like he's given us confirmation, you know. This is closed mouthed here, you know. As much as it pains us to not ever find the justice that we hope to find, there are bigger lessons at play here for people, and we do have to learn to process things in a different way when we can't witness prosecution for those who did wrong deeds, and just know that they will get their own karma or repentance, whether that's here in this lifetime or in the next. So I have these gateway cards here, and I would like to pull one of those. Don't feel that's the one. Just fell out there. And ask Sebastian to give us a gateway card to help us move forward, knowing that you'll forever be in our hearts, Sebastian, and our prayers. And let's see what you give us. There we go. I just want to turn it over. Oh my goodness, you can't make it up. Dwelling in truth. What did I just say? The Four Noble Truths. Dwelling in truth. Look at that. It says, I stand in the light of truth. Wow. That's Sebastian telling us he knows exactly what happened. He knows the truth. He's accepted what has happened, and he actually stands where he is surrounded by light because he is the truth. And he has Buddha here beside me and beside him, teaching him all about the truth and the Four Noble Truths that Buddha stands for. And if you'd like to look up what the Four Noble Truths are, I think you'll understand at an even deeper level what Sebastian has given us here. So wow, you can't make it up. You really just couldn't make it up at all, guys. I just think that's lovely. I know we're always curious about Chris Proudfoot and Katie Proudfoot, so just for my own curiosity, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a few tarot cards for each of them, just to see where they stand right now and what their energy is like, because I know I wouldn't like to do them. So let's go. Okay, please show me the energy of Katie Proudfoot, please. Please show me the energy of Katie Proudfoot. One card flew out there. It's the Four of Cups. She is just avoiding the whole thing. She's not looking at it. She's not happy either. But she's not looking at it. You see that cup, that spirit offering the cup. Looks like a cup of do the right thing. That's what comes to mind for me, but it's being ignored. There's a lot of regret there, the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to clarify this Four of Cups for me. Why the Four of Cups? That's Sebastian. Okay. Why the Page of Pentacles? Why the Page of Pentacles? 2 cards. Stuck. The card of the Mother, the Empress. She's going to be stuck there forever. See the blindfold on her? It's like, I don't know. I can't see the future. I don't know what's going to happen. Because of this. Because she's unable. She's unable to bring justice. Why? Why is she feeling like this? Tell me why. Why? Why is she feeling like this? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Because she's totally ungrounded. She's totally... There's the Tower at the bottom of the deck. She's like, that's the event that's happened, and that's like, I've nowhere to go. I just am stuck in limbo, is what I'm hearing. I'm stuck in limbo. It's like a self-imprisonment of the mind, is what I'm hearing. One more card, please, for that Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And that Tower. Yeah, she's on her own. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. She's on her own. Yeah. She's on her own. Why am I hearing on her own 3 times? Why am I hearing on her own 3 times? Judgment. Because of the decision she made. Because that was her call. Look at that card. It's people coming back up out of their coffins. But the Judgment card is about making a final judgment call on something. Because of the decision that she made to move forward with the 3 of Wands there, the action, the planning. 3 of Wands is about planning, and there's the 2 of Swords again. Don't know what to do now. And there's the Empress again. There's all those cards again, bottom of the deck. 4 of Cups. I'm just like, I'm in no man's land now. And I'm not even looking at the light, I'm not even listening. Let's move to the dowsing rods now. Okay, could I have a yes, please? Thank you. Could I have a no, please? Thank you. What I just explained there through the cards, is that correct? Yes, thank you. So is Katie feeling that, my opinion, all ledge, no fact, that because she made the decision that she did that night that Sebastian went missing, that she's going to have to live with that for the rest of her life? Is that what those cards are telling me? No answer. Are those cards telling me that there's no remorse there? No answer. Are those cards telling me that there is an imbalance of the mind with Katie Rogers? No answer. Is it fair to say that Katie Rogers is guilty of unaliving her son Sebastian? Yes, thank you. And how's she feeling now? Is she actually under the influence of medication at the minute? Yeah, thank you. Does she feel remorse for what she done? No. Okay. Is that because there is like a imbalance there? There's like a blockage going on with medication, and yeah. Was she feeling a lot of remorse before she went on the medication? Yes. And so is it fair to say now that she's on the medication, that she's being able to block a lot of that remorse out? Yes. Will she ever be found guilty of the unaliving of Sebastian? No. Is that because there won't be any evidence? Yes, okay. Is she heavily medicated at this time? Yes. Okay, thank you. So is Katie Rogers going to be on this heavy medication for the rest of her life? Yes. Okay, thank you. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we are all only human, no matter how disturbed or, you know, unless you're completely psychopathic, you know, there's only so much that a person can go to bed at night and go to sleep with the knowledge of what they're done. So that makes a lot of sense. So we're going to pull a few cards on Chris Proudfoot and to see how his energy is at the minute. So please could I have a few cards on Chris Proudfoot and show me his energy for all our viewers, please. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. No planning. He's all over the place. That's the energy that gives me. What else? Why the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? Five of Swords in reverse. He's trying to come out of this having to fight for himself all the time, having to defend his actions. Why the Five of Swords? Why? I like the cards to fall out, so I'm just gonna make a card, please. Oh, I've got 3. He's on his own as well. We'll have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, the Empress. Because of her. That's her energy, right? Wow. I think these guys are going to separate. This is her on her own, okay? And this is him moving on. Because he's no longer putting the work in. The 8 of Pentacles is putting the work into something, okay? The 8 of Pentacles in reverse is doing the opposite. And this is not fighting anymore. The 5 of Swords. So let's just ask the dowsing rods. Would it be fair to say that, give me a yes first please, thank you. Could I have a no please? Thank you. Would it be fair to say that the relationship between Katie Proudfoot and Chris Proudfoot is under a lot of strain at the minute? Yes, thank you. And is my interpretation of those cards correct? Yes. So is he thinking of walking away and separating? Yes, thank you. So it'd be fair to say that there has been a lot of fighting going on between the 2 of them, a lot of heated discussion. Yes, thank you. That's what I was getting from the 5 of Swords in reverse. He wants to come out of this and leave her on her own. The Empress is the mother, and that's being on your own. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse and the 3 of Wands, just planning to take off. This is the early stages of going on a different journey. Okay, so let's just finish off with Sebastian, as I always like to do. So Sebastian, is it fair to say, Sebastian, that this is the beginning of the, what you would say, karma of what happened to you? Is what we're witnessing here between the parents. Yes, thank you. So would it be fair to say, Sebastian, that the marriage will be irrevocable now? Yes. Thank you. Gosh. Hardly surprising, is it? With all of that. I mean, how can anybody in their right mind keep a secret like that and go on and play happy families with each other? I don't know, it just feels inhuman to me. But anyway, guys, that's what I've got for you. I didn't expect to be coming up here to do this. I'm sitting here on the floors already to do my little video for how to tune in with your guides and use the dowsing rods to help you do that. So I'll maybe do that tomorrow. Let me know in the comments what you think about what just happened there. If there's anything else you would like me to ask, and also if you want me to go ahead and do a video on how to tune in with your guides and your loved ones in spirit using the dowsing rods, and also, you know, tuning in with your body as well and using that. So let's just finish off there, and thank you so much for watching. The dowsing rod sessions, your private sessions, are still available, and if you'd like any, just get in touch through the website silvervalaflame.com, and I'll get back to you within 24 to 72 hours. Bye.